6 there, and a gorgeous day here in Sacramento. Double-double of the season. Come on, overs, which led to 36 Sixer points Friday after a 5th straight loss here at home as DeRozan then went down to Los Angeles, lost a 6th straight game as up a very short-handed Mavericks squad to end a 6-game slide here on Monday as Maxey and the Sixers were blowing out the Blazers up in Portland. What a save by Timetable, and it leads to a PG-3.
Complete control the whole time. He knew exactly where his body was. He knew what he had to do to save it, get it to his teammate, and keep himself intact in one piece.
I didn't know that Tyrese was skilled at parkour. That looked just like it.
Reminded me of Bo Jackson when he kind of climbed over the home run.
There you go. The center field fence is a Kansas City Royal, right?
You saw the little two-man game earlier with Sabonis getting DeRozan open that time. Sabonis the beneficiary.
Tyrese Maxey, 9 consecutive 20-plus point performances. 3+ threes in a franchise record, 9 straight, and that's going to be the first an easy foul call on. Maybe he was just wanting to show off the fresh New Balance kicks or something.
They are fresh.
Mission accomplished either way. Here's Paul George, ball with 9 in Monday's win. Got into foul trouble early, so hoping to get going first half. That fadeaway short with a number of Kings defending him.
Trying to go at Malik Monk, who's not known as a great defender, but he did force him to do a fadeaway.
Sabonis spotting his way in.
He's too strong. He's got patience. If you're not going to send a double team until he gets a high percentage look.
Sabonis with 17 points, 16 rebounds in Monday's win over the Mavericks. Interestingly, had his lowest scoring games of the season against the Sixers last year.
Joel Embiid's existence might have something to do with that, I would venture to say.
There's a chance, yeah. Under 13 points in the 2 games against the Sixers last year. Kings and Sixers splitting the season series last season.
I'll tell you who has had success in the past is De'Aaron Fox. He's actually hit a game winner against the Sixers.
Averaged 22 points in the 2 games against the Sixers last season, did De'Aaron. Rashawn Yabusele around it. This is Keon Ellis stepping into the starting lineup tonight. Keegan Murray unavailable because of a left ankle sprain. There's Malik.
Leave him open. He's not shy.
Another Kentucky one and done. The 3 gets it back though, thanks to Kyle Lowry. That one, Paul George. DeMar DeRozan still trying to find his offensive footing with his new team. Just 14 points for DeMar in Monday's win. He's had fewer than 15 points in 4 of the last 6 games.
Well, it's interesting because this is a team prior to him coming here that liked to run and get up the floor. Yep. Now they have to be more deliberate because he needs the ball of Fox and Sabonis thriving.
Easy money for Tom on the other end. And now here come the Kings quickly down the floor.
Well, and that's kind of like what was mystifying about Coach Brown being fired. Nice.
Doug Christie, interim head coach. Maxey and Yabu 11th right now in the East.
I like the angle, too.
Don't like the bucket there, though. 4 minutes tonight coming off, as I mentioned in the open, a 33-point performance on Monday. Lowry catch and shoot from the slots. Aaron Domas with it, ahead to Malik Monk, who leaked out. Kyle doesn't do enough. Malik thought he got the foul, no whistle, but a tough 2. George hit the first bucket of the night for the Sixers. Throws that one into the hands of Keon Ellis.
Kind of telegraphed that one.
Oh, great defense by Maxey. De'Aaron Fox was asking for it on the weak side.
Really sound passer. Rare when you see him just be off like that.
Averaging over 6 assists a night. David Martin leaves that short.
A big guy who can stretch the defense with his jump shot. Herder.
Saw a lot of him with the Hawks. Paul George there.
Good execution, a little quick hitter off of that side out of bounds.
And the hope is, a couple weeks ago in Charlotte on a Monday night, PG and Tyrese found a really nice rhythm between themselves, leading the Sixers to a nice victory over the Hornets, and that was one of the things that foul was on Yabu, his first, team's second. Here's Malik Monk on the curl. There's Sabonis with the rebound. And Sabonis is blocked by George. Whips it out to Lyles, who traveled. So good defense.
Going small right now with this lineup and the lineup in there.
We will take it. Maxey, Martin, Paul George, Ershani Yabusele, and Ricky Council the fourth has checked in early tonight. PG squares up, fires, and connects on another triple. This is a good
free up Paul. He comes out ready to shoot.
8 in his first 6 minutes tonight. Hopefully this will be the one that Cracks things open for Paul George. Kevin Herter off the heel, rebound, Ricky Council. Allen, third year for him out of the University of Alabama. Tasked with trying to slow down Tyrese Maxey. Good luck with that, as always. Good ball movement here from the Sixers. Shot clock, though, down to 5. Maxey whips it out to Ricky. Ershon steps in front. Somebody's got to take a shot. Caleb heaves and hits. Good ball. So it wasn't Caleb's prettiest 3, but we will take it.
Well, when you got it going, you got...
Sixers run out of the timeout that Nick Nurse took, and suddenly we are tied at 15 with 5 to play in this first quarter. That's just too easy. Nice pass. Sabonis.
They're turning the corner and finding Sabonis. Nice bounce pass.
8 for George. First of 2 meetings between these teams on the season. Ricky Council, the 4th, off the heel.
Well, and this guy, too, he seems more comfortable here in Sacramento than he has in any other stop in his career.
That's a tough shot blocked and a great save from Kevin Herter.
Herter got good size against Maxey as a defender, used that length.
There's Herter. Not known for that shot. Looks a little awkward as a result. Domas misses the bunny. Big rebound there from Paul George.
The shot goes up.
George shadowed by Kevin Herter.
Hands, too much hands.
A little too much there, so that's the first on Herter. But as you were saying about bounce per game in the NBA, 7th in points in the paint.
Does a lot of things like his dad, but there's some things that are quite different.
And yet, Kings 14 and 19 on the season, so you're still trying to figure things out as well. Paul George fouled and banks it in here in Sacramento.
We're going to take that basket with us on the next road trip we have, because that one...
Tonight, and take on the Golden State Warriors tomorrow night to wrap up this 4-game run. Play scored 8 of the Sixers' last 11 points. He's got 11 in his first 8 minutes tonight.
How big is California? You can drive on the East Coast through like 5 or 6 states to cover
Maybe
500
7.
miles, right?
Maybe
And
7.
here, you're still in the same
Still
state.
going. Like, have we made it to Palm Desert yet? Nope, still got 100 miles. Here's DeMar DeRozan checking back in for Sacramento from the free throw line.
Both rims. It'll be very welcoming.
56% for the Kings on that end. Herter, the last to touch it, will be Sixers season for the Sixers. 125 and biggest margin of victory. They were plus 22 over the Blazers in that one. They've won 4 straight. Paul George looking for more. That one a little short.
Unit has been, in particular, that afternoon game against the Celtics up in Boston. Let's see what this second unit can do here on the road. The 3rd game of 4 on the road.
Defense there, lays it up and in.
I should say the 3rd game of 4 on the West Coast. We do come back and play the Nets.
That is an interesting road trip. And
Is that
really,
the word you're using? Interesting? Okay.
if you tie in the Celtics game on Christmas, it's a 6-game roadie, even though the Sixers did come back after that one. Paul George off front iron, liking the confidence that PG's playing with though tonight. The 4th game he's played in the last month plus, only played 3 games in December, and Drum had to leave midway through that Spurs win with a toe contusion. So let's see how long and...
Trying to do the best he can, stay disciplined, stay on the floor. It's a fun little matchup.
Maxey switching, pausing in midair to lay that up and in.
At full speed, he's doing all that.
And then defense goes.
Good look, Ricky.
Caleb lost it, we'll pull it back out. Maxey, tough shot, facing, firing, a little bit short on the 3.
Deflect that, saw that pass going.
Herter to his right, high off the window, too strong, another Drummond rebound.
He has been strong all 3 of his shots.
And Ricky, when we saw the Kings end of last season in March, and Ricky, as we know that he had energy, and Nick Nurse putting him into the game early tonight. 23. DeMar DeRozan with 4. Sabonis with 8. DeRozan up and over Tyrese off the heel. Rebound knocked out, picked up by Gordon.
Good job defending without fouling. You don't want to bail these guys out. Make them make those shots.
Eric Gordon, welcome you, EG.
Good to see him and Andre, to see Eric draining some jumpers.
Giving the Sixers the 26-23 lead. Sacramento has missed their last 5 shots. Let's see what they do here. DeRozan tied up.
Good rhythm on that release. Nice to get your first one going if you're Eric.
There's Eric. Last saw him in the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. And more for all the info, Sixers.com/flex. Hits them both, breaking that 8-0 Sixers run. Eric Gordon back to his left. Off front iron, but a foul underneath, and I believe that's going to be on Alex Len. Let's see. Yep, from Ed Malloy, the first on Len.
What?
Andre, of course, in his 13th season out of UConn. And Andre rattled back for the second half of this back-to-back. Andre splits between the clocks as his first quarter winds down tonight in Northern California.
Doesn't look like they're going to go to.
Go ahead here. End of this frame. Instead, they'll turn it over.
76ers playing a role.
Paul George coming back in, potentially to add to his 11 first quarter points. Good work by like that.
10.3 seconds left, 10.3 seconds.
Maxey with 6. Good defense from Lyles. Maxey trying to get it out to George. Heaves, and he's fouled. Paul George was fouled. So at least 2 free throws coming. Hard to see from our angle where his feet were. And that was something that Doug Christie talked about in his post-game presser, or pre-game, I beg your pardon, presser. Just that Philly's defense has gotten better and better the last couple of weeks. Big reason they're on this 4-game win streak. Right back to Paul George they go, off the window.
They're going to be worried about you.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
You can see in the future.
That's Doug McDermott.
We talked about the many qualities we love about his game, but one of the underrated ones is his rebounding ability.
Edwards for 3, a little bit short. Fox there with the weak side rebound, and then this is Fox, fouled by, I believe they're going to give this to Reggie. Let's, Well, we were speaking of Kentucky one and dones, and Justin is another, of course, a Philly native, as we know. Maxey is another. Wildcats tonight.
It's like a pickup game in Lexington in the summertime.
And De'Aaron played together quite a bit, spinning, fading, and hitting. PG continuing to play well here in Sacramento.
Footwork along the baseline. You see how he just shrugs off the defender there, Fox.
McDermott lost it right into the hands of Edwards. I appreciated your effort. I appreciated your effort.
Didn't sound right as soon as it came out.
Catch and shoot from Eric Gordon, and how good is it to have this guy back in the...
Seeming locked in right now, especially shooting-wise.
Yeah, he was only expecting to miss 1 game after the oral surgery, but and as anybody who's had surgery on their teeth know that stuff can just go weird really quickly.
It's a very intimate pain. It is right there in front of you. It's hard to escape. So when you saw Eric in the last couple of his own skin, but this has certainly got to help the cause.
4 quick ones in the second quarter for De'Aaron Fox. He's got 11 now to lead the Kings. 18 for Paul George.
Paul's like, how is that? He's slapping all over me.
Paul pulls up in De'Aaron's face. Wanted to make his statement, unable to do so that trip down. Here comes DeRozan. Edwards doing his best to stay in front of him, but the mid-range ball.
So much game. And if you're going to allow him multiple dribbles and not send help, that's going to happen more often than not. He's just too good.
8 now for DeRozan. Drummond with Len behind him. Fox coming over to help. Look at on.
And Lenz is no small body either. He is not easy to him and pushing him back on his heels. Alex Len having a hard time.
Fox off the screen. Way too strong. Len, though, the offensive rebounds. Trey Lyles from outside.
And now this is a big guy who can shoot threes and he stretches the floor. Rebound, but he knocks down threes, does Lyles.
Drummond on the reverse this time. Andre with back-to-back buckets.
Covering the midfoot, able to get it to the other side of the rim, up and in.
Unfortunately, Gordon 2 for 3 from downtown. Monk blocked by Gordon. Ahead it goes to EG. And Eric will lay it up and in. 8 quick ones tonight for Gordon and Doug Christie, and the Kings won back after missing the last 4. Just over 8 to go in our first half. This is number 3 of 4. Foul. Flanked by a number of guys who did coach here in Sacramento. All 3 assistant coaches, Brian Gates, Bobby Jackson, and Rico Hines, all were coaches for the Kings organization. They are.
See the brain trust.
Kings to a G League best 25-7 record.
That's coaching right there. Yep. 25-7 in the G League. You know how hard that is to do.
Yeah.
You don't even know who you have on a night-to-night basis, depending on who gets called up.
No pick and roll. Drummond trying to get it back. Unfortunately, another Sixers turnover. It's going to be number 4 on the night.
Usher doing her best Red Fox impersonation. Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. It's the big one, Elizabeth.
Sabonis drops it onto her, and then
Fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Not playing back-to-backs just yet because trying to keep the knee swelling that kept him out for more games than any of us were expecting earlier in the season. Hoping to keep that down. Paul George, full head of steam off the window for 20 already tonight.
Slow to get up, though. He's still along that. Went to the basket real hard.
And Nick Nurse is trying to tell his guys or somebody to foul. Unfortunately, an easy bucket on the other end by Malik Monk as head athlete Eric Gordon and Andre Drummond, the 5 on the floor. No Joel, no Kelly Oubre tonight because of a left hand injury that Kelly suffered while swiping a career-high 8 balls Monday in Portland.
I'd like to see Reggie get engaged like we have a couple of games in his career.
Herter thinks better of that layup attempt with Drummond closing. Good closeout by Caleb Martin. Lining out from Herter, just in defense on De'Aaron, and his defense right there on Kevin Herter. Just keep an eye on the way Caleb plays defense, kids.
So active and he's so disciplined.
Here's who he said, "Allah, I got you." Reggie Jackson right on target.
No delay, wait no further.
Just give me one more possession, Allah Abdel All and Kate out here in Sacramento. Appreciate you all staying up late with us again. Demonis Sabonis, that is. And combine the names, misses, and he has missed tonight. He doesn't do that often.
No, point-blank range. Sixers more fortunate than anything else. You can't give their defense much credit there. Reggie.
Back-to-back, not that time, but Drummond, little tip drill to himself. Eric Gordon connects on another tonight for EG, and the bench is loving it.
Time to shoot a 3 is after an offensive rebound. Drummond kicks it to Eric, ready to shoot.
Sixers bench outscoring the Kings right now 22-3.
He has shown us a different aspect to his game. Known as a finisher, here he's a facilitator and he's getting the ball to his teammates.
Gordon looking for more. That one just a little bit of confidence. Gershon Yabusele at the scores table. He'll check in. Next stop action as we approach the 5-minute mark in this first half. Here's Monk now potentially looking to get his own off the Sabonis screen. Kicks out. Trey Lyles, top of the key 3. 10th-year player out of the University of Kentucky, Trey Lyles.
He does it. He's got good size. He comes from weak to the middle of the floor and just lets that one fly over the defender.
One 3-pointer away from 600 in his career now is Trey Lyles. Behind the back, good ball movement here. Great fake from Caleb. Scoops to Andre Drummond, and Andre will head back to the line and shoot.
Going through lately, happy for the man.
Do we call it the Ricky Rowley All-Star? With each submission, you're entered for a chance to win a trip to All-Star Weekend in Simp. Cast your vote today and every day until January 20th. And if you were wondering why they were excited, free pizza in the first half on 2 missed free throws here in Sacramento. Sabonis.
About stuff in the first half. I see.
Well, maybe that's why they're struggling to close out in clutch games. Sometimes you need a little extra motivation in the second half, like we have in South Philly. Good news is Paul George is at the scorers table, getting set to check back in for your Sixers. Drummond, little bully ball there, hook shot.
That little jab out there just to test the waters, create some space. Little baby hook over that left shoulder.
Felt like the waters parted a bit.
Fell through for him.
8 for Andre. Go along with 5 rebounds and a couple of assists. Trey Lyles looking for his 6th.
And I can tell you that he didn't shoot it like that at Kentucky. He has worked on his game over the course of become a new era big guy who can face up and knock down threes.
He was taken 12th overall back in that 2015 draft. All 3 picks ahead of our Kelly Oubre Jr. Ellis blocking Martin, but Caleb winning it back from the corner. Tried to silence to do so. Here's Monk.
Kings showing his zone that time defensively.
Scoops it to Sabonis. Jump.
Opportunity by Malik Monk.
4 assists tonight in the way for Sacramento. As you mentioned, it's a new aspect to his game.
One I don't think he even had or considered 3-4 years ago, especially like his days in Charlotte.
No chance. Andre doubles, Drum going back to the hook.
Oh, I'll take shots like that. I'll live with the results.
Yep, me too. Sabonis open down low, the kick out. Lyles finally misses one from 3. First miss for Lyles from outside. He's 3 of 4 now. Sixers with a 5-point holiday break. Tyrese doubled up near the timeline and right on the sideline in front of us. Yabu hands it back to Tyrese. Shot clock at 3. Maxey step back, long tray, and just a little bit too strong on the delivery too.
For him.
Lyles got hit in the face inadvertently by Gershon Yabusele getting that rebound. Let's see if that has any impact on his game. Kentucky on Kentucky here. They could hit buckets as well. And now the interim head coach of the Sacramento Kings. Well, don't miss out on this year's theme and promotional night, Sixers fans. A lot of this January actually back in South Philly. As I'll mention, we'll go to Beats, and then we'll head home to South Philly.
Again, the Kings, we walk there. Sixers lucky.
And Malik Monk is going to get, I don't know, it could have just been two very deliberate steps that felt like a travel.
No, he looked indecisive there. But here's the thing. You've seen it more. You have to anticipate knowing that they might use it on you.
As Doug told us before the game, he wants his guys to be aggressive, especially on the defensive end. Catch and shoot. Kyle Lowry off the heel. Gershon tried to knock it out to Paul George. Unfortunately, Paul couldn't keep it in bounds. 136ers 0 for their last 4. Kings on a little 7-0 run here, pulling within 3 as we approach the 92nd mark in this second quarter. Fox the drive and dish. Ellis looking for a little space. Ellis straight on 3. 54.
Got a sideways spin on that ball. Somehow still dropped. Awkward looking release though.
He's been shooting 43% from 3 the last 7 games, has Keon Ellis. Big one there. Lowry the driving kick. Gershon from the corner.
When they can, especially off a long rebound.
Sabonis with 13, Fox with 13 to lead the way for these Kings. And then Domas turns it over.
Another kind of unforced error there, just missed the pass.
Caleb, slot triple, jackpot for take the lead with just under 40 seconds to go in this first half.
Just the response you were hoping for from a...
Ready tonight for the Kings. Monk looking to respond, that one too strong. Caleb to Tyrese Maxey. Looks like the Sixers will wind off as much of this first half clock as possible. With 6, Paul George with 20 in this first half. As it knocked away by Sabonis.
Oh, cow. What was that?
Might have gotten away with a travel, might have gotten away with a carry. Lyles short on the 3, knocked out to Fox. Fox the double clutch, and it goes. Yabusele did a great job forcing Fox to double pump that 3.